And we are back. Hello, everybody. Let's get on with our little investigation, shall we? And no, I don't want to go to Granny Riddleton's shack just yet, and there's something on the ground. I'm going to check that out after talking to this guy. Hey there, Professor. Bet you're here to solve my puzzle, am I right? I'm right, aren't I? Of course I'm right. Puzzle number 59, the longest path. 50 picarettes? Oh, crud. Two boys are playing a game in which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to B, as shown in the map. Only rule is that no section of the road can be traversed more than once. What course should I take to make the longest possible path? Okay, so they can't just go straight down a road. Because if they do so, they'll have to repeat it at some point. They can't. So going straight this way wouldn't work. This doesn't seem like it would work either, because they're going to skip a ton of road. Like right here. Then here you'd have to repeat yourself, so no. And this skips a lot too. Skips a lot of road. Okay, so from the beginning I only have two choices. This way, or this way. How long have you been streaming? Don't mean today, but in general. I don't stream often. Pretty much every stream I've ever done you can check in the highlights, and there's not many, and some of their quality is pretty sucky. What I've been doing is, because I stopped doing... What I do on YouTube is Monday, Wednesday, Friday is one series, and Tuesday, Thursday used to be a series. However, after a while, I didn't want to continue the series that was going on Tuesday, Thursday anymore, and I didn't really have anything to replace it. So as of last week, I think, I decided that from Tuesday, Thursdays, I'm going to stream 3 hours each time, if possible, and I chose the Professor Layton series for what I was going to stream. So not much. I'm mostly a YouTube guy. My internet doesn't really lend itself well to streaming for too long a period or during strange hours of the day. So, and I'm West Coast, so right now I'm streaming from 10 a.m. till 1. Because that's what I can get done. Then other folks start showing up back at my house, or the internet just starts not working because it decides it doesn't want to. Okay, so I have two choices in the very beginning. Then from here, you go that way and that way. Technically, I could just draw a line for everything. Because it lets me. Obviously, okay. As for streaming, though, in general, I do have another series that I haven't done for quite a while. Marhaven Tries to Get Good. Where I play games that are notoriously difficult, or at least practice intensive. But I haven't done that for a while. But that was sort of the series that I was doing on like Tuesdays, Thursdays before the Layton thing. But Layton's taken over for now. Let's see. This doesn't feel right, though. Look at how much you're missing. When solving this puzzle, many people think they have the answer on their first try and discover otherwise. Try to walk as much of the road as possible on your way to point B. Thanks! That doesn't help me. Some of these hints, man! Dang, you've streamed Spelunky and Isaac. Good games, man. Those are... Spelunky is retroactively one of my Get Good games. Isaac is one of my good games, but I've played a lot of Isaac off stream, so I'm a lot better than those streams. But yeah, I'm not going to stream bad games. I'm not really the type of person that plays bad games ironically or anything like that, so you're going to see some pretty good stuff, ideally. There is one game that I'm planning on YouTube to play that's considered a bad game, but it's kind of important for a series I'm doing. The first hint is never any good. Yeah, let's move on to the second hint. The area that the boys are walking is a square that's more or less composed of long and short sections of road. You chart out your course and you think you have the answer, take a quick look, see how much road you've left untouched. That's sort of something I was already doing, though. 190, 79 hours on record. I don't know what that means. Goat Sim? Please don't. Oh, it's not Goat Sim. No, it's part of a series of games. And so it's considered like one of the bad games or the black sheep of the series, but it's also kind of important for the plot later in the series. So I'm considering playing it, but not Goat Sim, no. I'm not into Goat Sim. Those games that are just wacky for the sake of being wacky, I'm not really into too much. Besides, if you ever heard me laugh, I don't think too many people like hearing me laugh constantly. Alright. For Isaac, playtime, I like those games. Me neither, Goat Sim sucks. I don't say it sucks, it's just not my style. It's not my style. Alright, so I'm missing a small, a small, a small, a large, and a small, and another large. Hint 3. Starting out from point A, head as far to the left as possible. What? When you reach the border, start heading south. The longest path you can draw will form an S-shaped line through the middle of town. S-shaped line through the middle of town. Is it really this simple? Was I overcomplicating it that much? I guess if you like dumb games, Goat Sim is fun, but I need story and not random shit. I think
critical thinking is the key to success.
I think Goat Sim is an excellent example of emergent, interesting, random-based humor in gaming. And that's why I think it's an important game, but that doesn't mean it's for everybody. Like, if you were looking at it from a game development standpoint, it's one of those games that you'd have to play and wrap your head around it. But if you're not into game development, if you're just gaming for fun, if it's not your style, it's not your style. And it's definitely not my style. Bang up job there, Professor. Even that puzzle didn't faze you, huh? It fazed me. Of course not, you're a pro. Yep, you're a real piece of work, Prof, you know that. Of course you do, you're a scholar after all. Painting scrap. Oh god, it's a puzzle! What's that on the ground? Oh, it's not a puzzle. It looks like a scrap of notepaper. What does it say, Luke? Well, let's see here. It's just terrible. Lady Violet has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed in days. I'm no doctor, but I don't think so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do? Lady Violet? Oh, the strudel must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife. I almost forgot about the whole first wife and daughter thing. My heart is heavy as I write these words. The loss of his wife has completely crushed the boss. If only there was something I could do to help. He walks around looking like he's had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Gosh, whoever wrote this must have cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family. Someone who would refer to him as boss, so it probably wasn't... Thank you, Wismo. So it probably wasn't the daughter. It doesn't sound like it'd be the butler, because he talks differently. Oh god, I hate this room. This room always has some mean puzzles. Everything's covered in dust. Come on! I need more coins. You're not giving me more coins, are you? Well, fine! Take the ones I found and leave. And that's it? Well, okay. I guess I'm heading closer to the manor. That almost always has some sort of puzzle, that stupid boat. No, I guess we're moving on. Kitty! Well, if it isn't Claudia out and about. And that reminds me of a puzzle. Give it a try, my boy. Aren't we supposed to be in a hurry? Puzzle number 60. Weighing cats. Puzzle's worth 30 picarets. Oh no. Oh no. There are 3 different colors of plush cats before you. The color of each cat denotes a weight. Examples 1 and 2 show their relative weights. If you have 3 red cats and 4 black cats loaded on one side of the scale, on the other side of the scale there are 4 white cats and 1 black cat. Given the setup, will the scale tip left, tip right, or stay on level? Oops. Bumped the mic. Sorry. My, windscreen... I always forget what it's called. The thing that I put in front of the mic to make sure I don't make a lot of wind blow into it and mess it up. That thing kind of sticks out a bit. So I kind of bump it a lot, especially when it's near my mouse. Alright. Examples 1 and 2 show the relative weight. Ah, it's just math. But that's the problem, Alaris. That's the problem. Pop filter, thank you. Thank you, Tora. Okay, so 4 white equal 5 black. So if I were to put the black over there, it would be equal. But 2 black and a white equals 3 red. Okay, so let me take out my notepad slash just sticky notes. 4 white equals 5 black. So 4W equals 5B. So 1 black is equivalent of 4/5 of a white. And alternatively, 1 white is 5/4 of a black. So white is definitely heavier than black. Obviously, I mean, but having it written down helps. So if you have 3 reds, 2B plus W equals 3R. So does that mean 1 red is heavier or lighter than a white? I would say lighter. Because if otherwise you would need 2 whites to balance it out because blacks are lighter. Okay. So red is lighter than white. But heavier than black? I kind of want to say it's balanced. I mean, look at this. If whites are heavier, and the black kitty is there just to sort of balance the scale a tiny bit, you have a bunch of black cats. And they're actually, the reds are lighter than the whites, and the blacks are lighter than the whites. 7, 5, blacks are lightest. I'm gonna say neither. I'm gonna say neither.
Well,
I don't want to do the math. No. Dang it.
Oh, I was sure I had
Use
it.
the results of examples 1 and 2 to find a solution. I'm trying, but my brain doesn't math. My brain doesn't math. Okay, 4W equals 5B. 2B plus W equals 3R. So 3R plus 4B greater than, equal to, or what than 4W plus B minus B on both sides. Get 3B is 3R 4W. Transform 4W is 5 blacks. Because if you do that conversion that I had earlier, and if that... Ooh. So it has to tip left.
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it.
You forced me to use math again, game. Forced me. Excellent. If you replace the red and white cats with black ones, the puzzle becomes simpler. That makes more sense, yeah. Once you make the replacement, you'll have 6 black cats on the right, 6 black cats on plus a white one on the left. Thus, the scale will tip to the left. Your thought sounds racist. That many white equals. That occurred to me while I was saying it. That's why I kept trying to say cats. I kept trying to say cats, because when I first started it, I was like, oh god, this sounds horrible. Why? Once you realize how you need to look at things, it's not a terribly difficult problem, now is it? I needed to do the conversions was the problem, and my brain didn't make that connection for too long. Any coins? No? No? Wizmo? Any help? No? Okay. Oh, hey, where's the butler? Tell me, what's going on? Are you trying to poison me? What are these vile things? Oaf, some butler you are. I'm so sorry, sir. I detest sweets. The very sight of them turns my stomach. Get that plate out of here at once. But what if the cats are filled with helium? Alaris, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I might start thinking that's what they start doing in other puzzles. Oh yes, but of course. Jeez, Chelmy, you're that much of a reaction just to sweet stuff? Ah, Layton, there you are. You requested our presence, Inspector Chelmy. My sources tell me you've been out snooping and interfering with my case. That's what are you up to? It certainly wasn't my intention to interfere in your case. However, a few things don't make sense. Leave the investigating to the police and go chase after that golden apple or whatever it is. I completely forgot the golden apple was the thing in this story. Oh, right. The start of this whole mess. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll find Simon's killer. And for that, you can be sure. Now, unless you have something else to say, I've got work to do here. Understood. Good day, sir. That inspector has some nerve dismissing us like that. Like I said before, I don't like him one bit. What do you say we go ask Raven about yesterday, Luke? Finally! Where the heck is he? You all have puzzles for me, don't you? Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favor to ask of you. It's a puzzle. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to help come to your aid in any way I can. Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. Puzzle number 63. How old is Mom? It's another math puzzle, isn't it? A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year I was only 1.5 times her age, but still, that's pretty amazing, eh? Father is 44 years old. How old is your mother? I hate these questions. These are the ones that really get to me. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Think through it logically. Usually I just kind of pick and choose random numbers and go with that. I would just go with something like, okay, if she's 43, what would that mean? Divide by 2. And other nonsense like that. Busting out the sticky notes again. Okay, yeah, 44 and a variable x. I'm already having trouble thinking of this. These types of problems, I never understand the true logic of them. Last time we had something like this, it was like, oh, well, obviously one had to be double the other age. And I was like, how is it obvious? The logic of these puzzles always eludes me. Let's see. At one point, he was double her age. 1 year later, 1.5 times her age. Either he was cradle robbing or he's known her for quite a long time. Could be a single digit number. Yeah, it could be. I think they are actually only a year away. Let's see if 43 works.
Luke, here's my answer.
Well, what do you know?
Another puzzle solved.
That's right, the mother's 43 years old. When the boy's father was 2 years old, his mother was 1. The next year, he turned 3, and she turned 2. When you realize this is the only combination of ages that yields the ratio mentioned in the problem, everything starts to make sense. See, when you have multipliers that are that different, 2 and 1.5, you gotta think you're dealing with small numbers. Because that's the only way the multipliers make sense. What a relief! I can finally stop thinking about this silly puzzle. Yeah, my thanks. Splendid painting! Let's go to Layton's. Alright, friend.
Oh, Professor. You simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands I can't solve.
Is this one gonna help you get a dog instead of a wife or something?
As a man of the world,
There's nothing women find more alluring than competence. Oh, no wonder I have so much trouble.
I'm counting on you, sir.
Don't doom me to eternal bachelorhood. It's not as bad as you might think. Puzzle number 61. Pinboard shapes. 40 picarets. The cross shape on the pinboard below has 9 pins inside of it and 16 outside of it. Remember that example, because now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. You create a cross that has 17 pins inside of it and 16 outside of it. Feel free to make your cross any size you like. I can only go that far. Like, I can't go off at all. It's not letting me go off of the board. Because that was my first thought, was immediately go off the board. Think outside the box. What if we made it a diagonal shape? Because there's a cross. Oh, this is going to be tough. 17 pins inside and 16 outside. What the hell? Okay, see, I don't know how I'm supposed to get 17 pins inside it. Not unless I'm doing some weird angling type things. I mean, what is this nonsense? Hints. The original cross in this problem is composed of 24 pins. The board contains a total of 49 pins. Subtract the 16 from the pins from the outside and the 17 from the inside. You get 16, the number of pins it'll take to make up your cross. Knowing that helps. And that is something I should have that should have occurred to me. 16, 17, 16 are my numbers. Let's write these down. Write these down. 16 out, 17 in, 16 cross. One, two, three. 4. Is it as simple as just making it one smaller? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. But then I only have 4 in the middle. I mean, what the hell? Obviously something's wrong here. Make it any size you like. Only a few ways you can place a 16-pin cross on the board. When you think you're onto something and you don't have quite enough space to draw your cross, you try something a little bit different. Maybe changing the orientation. So at an angle is really an idea that actually works. 1, 2. But it doesn't... The cross has to be oriented diagonally on the board, and you just need to decide how big to make your cross. Draw it to include the right number of pins. It has to be 16. I think I know how to do it. Yeah, I don't. I'm starting to get some semblance of something. Okay. It has to be 16 outside. The way I'm doing it now couldn't work, because I'm only going to have these 9 on the outside, aren't I? No. What if I do something like this? But I mean, this isn't really a cross, is it? Is it? Hold on. 16 outside. I have 16 outside. So I have 4, 4, 4, and 4. And I have 17 inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Did I just do it?
Luke, here's my answer.
It really was as simple as rotate it like 45 degrees. That's right, the puzzle is cinched once you figure out the cross needs to be placed diagonally on the board. Sometimes the only thing you need to do with puzzles is a little creative thinking. I was thinking outside the box literally, when I just have to rotate my look at like 45 degrees.
Thanks, old boy. Or, messed up this guy's voice entirely. Thanks, old boy. With this puzzle solved, I feel I'm drawn one step closer to the altar.
Rotate it, make it fatter. Yep, pretty much. This dude, he concerns me. He's a little overly obsessed with getting married. A wall clock. Let's go to Layton's, I guess. Tell me, do you have a puzzle for me?
Mr. Layton, I have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? I once cracked a case by solving a puzzle left behind on a note I found hidden at the crime scene.
Who would do that?
Let's see how you fare against it.
Really?
Puzzle number 62, the mysterious note. 40 picarets.
Oh god. The detective who was mere days from cracking the international smuggling ring has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. Oh, well that would make sense. It would be left by the victim. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that the note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case: Bill, John, and Ted. You break the detective to code to find the name. The orientation of the numbers seems important. 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, 3, 6. That's 6, so it doesn't... So each one of these doesn't correspond to a letter, at least. I'm sort of rotating my head to see if looking at it from a different angle helps me. Wait, it's upside down! It's totally upside down. Bill is boss. He sells oil.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Bill is boss, he sells oil. That's right. If you flip the note upside down, you'll notice the numbers resemble letters, and that those letters are legible sentences. Message. Wait, so this wasn't a code. He was literally just holding it upside down. Tell me, I'm a little concerned about your police department.
Impressive, Mr. Layton. Seems the rumors touting your skills weren't totally unfounded.
That wasn't a puzzle. You literally were holding it upside down.
But don't get any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me.
Not anymore.
In the meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple.
Why are you obsessed with telling me about the bloody golden apple? If I didn't know you appeared in other games because of Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, I would think you were a suspect. Let's go check out the painting. I've gotten a couple pieces. Some of them are even edge... Oops! Well, those two match. This strikes me as something that would be in this corner, though. No, it would be in this corner. Wouldn't it? No, it doesn't match at all. Okay, well... let's just put this in this corner for now. We'll figure out what I've messed up royally at some other time. And switch to this. No, come back. What happened to you? Come back. Oh, I should put my pad and pencil down. You're making it hard to click on things. Does this match any pieces I have right now? Not really. So let's get this... Stay up there! Sit... There. Poof. Stay up there. Go back there. I know you fit there. And that fits there. And that fits there. You don't fit there, however. Alright, well, we're starting to get something of a picture. Oh, well, that fits there. Okay. Alright, well, we're getting something. Let's redecorate a bit. What workmanship? I wonder if it's tea time yet. Brushwork. Okay, so everything I've put so far is where it's supposed to be. Getting there, I suppose. Well, it's much better, but there's still much to be done. So I just need more furniture. Okay, we'll worry about the journal later. Well, I guess I'm leaving. Let's go find Raymond. Raymond! Good day, Raymond. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even vivacious as a violin. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm busting with energy and my skin is soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? He has no idea what happened. So what's our next move? We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone. It's as Inspector Chelmy said. Solving crime is the police's job. Besides, something tells me the case of the Golden Apple are more related than we suspect. There's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor? First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the Golden Apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the family butler has anything to say about the subject. So what, go right back to the mansion? Oh, the hunt begins! Chapter 5. It's finally time to start search for the Golden Apple. Explore St. Mystere for clues. Save! Yes. Well, we got 15 minutes. Let's keep going. Talk with Matthew. He's probably inside. There you are, Matthew. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that would point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search. My duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid. It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse. She often helped me with my work. Matthew! Yes, madam. I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day, I'd imagine she's out walking around the general store. Please do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly. I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid the sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed. We also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke. Let's go find the old girl. Off we go, then. General store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. On we go! Oops. Go. Ingrid!
Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it?
The name's Layton, madam.
That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir?
Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. Sorry, I'll get my mouse off the text so you guys can read it better and be less distracting. I'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron.
Heavens me. You want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago.
That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one?
Alright, well, I suppose I could tell you about a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. Never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. He passed away. Laura was all the Baron had to remember her by. So we raised the little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her. Toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection.
So where is Flora gone?
Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself. That's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, can't imagine he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's last wife is located in the manor's garden. I wonder who takes care of it now.
The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful.
Let's go dig it up!
Luke, let's go back to the manor. I have a hunch that the grave might have hold the clue we've been waiting for.
Are we really gonna dig it up? Because that'd be funny. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey! Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep.
That's not creepy at all.
I take it back, it's really creepy.
Whoa, hey, Matthew.
Oh look, it's Matthew.
Oh, good day, Professor. We were able to track down Ingrid. Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies in the grounds. Have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir. I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along and take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Ooh. More of a tomb. It's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave.
Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all.
I'm not sure Luke understands sarcasm, because that sounded like it should be sarcasm. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I've tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love.
That statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else.
Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be in the desk in Madam's room. It's possible it might contain some information that could help you search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor.
Well, that was a bit ominous, actually. Let's find that journal.
Oopsie-daisy. In through here. Should be in here somewhere, right? There it is. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of.
I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is.
There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so...
It's a dead guy's journal, so what's it matter?
The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive.
What do you suppose it refers to? Statue we found?
Laura doesn't like the thing at all. It's seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else, so it can't be Violet's grave. So it has to be something else they're talking about. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory.
What?
Felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, my only. Changed its memory. I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. Feels as if I have failed Flora as a father. Failed Flora as a father. Did I mess that up? I think I said flailed. Anyway, I can only hope that when I'm gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. Anyone else concerned he hasn't mentioned his new wife? In any of this? I've disclosed the location of a secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It's my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we possibly find the person with nothing but the journal to go on? It's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. With my homies. Maybe he wrote this before it. I don't know. That seems off. He would be bedridden and near death. So if he met his new wife while he was bedridden? I don't think that sounds right. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. And we'll talk to some homies. 'Cause I'm so street, yo. What? I mean, of course, you're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Guess he had known her before. I don't know. It seems weird. My conclusion from that is a couplefold. One, there's some sort of device or something that was artificially built that somehow holds memories, whether that's metaphorical or literal. Don't know. Two, he had no mention of his new wife, which concerns me. Either he met her after he was already so sick that he just was bedridden, or she's either a new feature that's around, or the wildest theory, she's some sort of a construct. But let's not go that far. There's been no evidence of, like, golems and everything in this story yet. Oh! Thank you, Wismo! In case you weren't here for the other stream, I did forget to mention Gizmo, the dog, we can name him. And one of the people in the stream chat suggested Wismo the Gizmo. So he's Wismo. Oh dear, I'm stumped again. I just know I'll never find a bride of my own if I don't solve this puzzle. Dude, you're not gonna find a bride because you're so obsessed with looking for a bride. I'll spend my golden years alone, with only the smell of cats and ribbon candy to keep me company. I beseech you, Professor, help me solve this puzzle. But by your own logic, they want competence if you're not competent enough to solve the puzzle. Maybe she's gold digger and manor. That seems too easy. And everybody had too many positive things to say about her. If she was a gold digger, one of the first things somebody would have said is, look out for that lady, she's a gold digger. This place is... The rumor mill would be a buzz, and nothing has been referenced that. I don't think she's a gold digger. Something weird is going on, and she's at the heart of it. Number 103, wood cutouts. 40 pickers. Gordon's gonna be an old cat man, like a cat lady. Hey, I'm not gonna judge. I'm probably gonna be in the same exact situation. I love cats, and I'm bad at socializing. I have a single sheet of balsa wood, as shown in the diagram below. Your job is to cut the wood in a dotted line so you end up with 4 identical pieces. The pieces may face different directions, but they must not be mirrored versions of themselves. Get chopping. 4 identical pieces makes this odd. Cut wood along the dotted lines. So I can make more than one cut? Okay, I'm sorry if you heard that. My mic just got bounced a lot because my parents' cat has decided to join me. But I'm going to put her down because she's a troublemaker and she doesn't need to be up here. And she immediately jumped right back up. You stay on that side of the desk and we'll see if you're okay. Hey, don't worry about finding love. Never had a boyfriend before I was 17. I'm 27. and I still haven't had a girlfriend, and I'm not expecting to. So, no, don't worry. I'm well past that. Yes, well, I don't have a webcam, so I can't show you my parents' cat. I can just tell you that she is pure black, named Ebony, and more than a little bit of a troublemaker. Because she's already causing trouble. Oh my god, you're old. Thanks! By the way, because I have a birthday in like a week. Thanks for that. It hurts right here. You can't see it, but I'm pointing at my heart. What you just ripped out of my chest and crushed in your hands. Okay. Let's get serious about these puzzles, shall we? Ebony? I only have time for one more puzzle. You're being a troublemaker. I have a black and white cat. She's annoying but cute. I'm joking. I'm not really that worried about age. I just gave up on... Huh. Sorry, not sorry. I get it. Alright, see, this right here is tempting. But then you have these sticky outy bits. This, you'd get 2 pieces. Not 4. This would give you 4 identical pieces, and then a bunch of extra chunk of wood, which you don't want. Two identical and 2 identical. Okay, something that'll help. Let's count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 divided by 4. 4 is 8. So each one of these, of what I'm making, has to be 8 pieces of wood, 8 blocks of wood. So knowing that actually helps quite a bit. It does. It does help quite a bit. Because I know I can't do anything that involves bisection like this, because then you only have 6. Can't be that, because then you wouldn't get halfway through here. And this would mirror things, which is the obvious thing that they're trying to tell you not to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, but that makes 8 still. Okay, just double checking my math. So... doesn't work, obviously. Huh. So now that I know, take the pencil out of your mouth, Haven. What are you? Alright. Hint. First hint. This would be a lot easier if you're allowed to use mirror version as a shape. Since you can't, though, here's a hint to keep starting on the right track. Don't start off by dividing the wood into 2 pieces straight down the middle. Yeah, of course, that doesn't make any sense. You can't do that. You can't do that. That doesn't work. So it has to be an odd shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at what that makes. That's just silly. Just silly. More silliness. Have you ever seen a standard office staple? There's a shape you're looking to cut out here, except it has to be a bit longer in the middle than your standard staple. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do it? Yeah, that's the answer. The second hint, wow, that just kind of solves it for you.
Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. Once you get the shape and the pieces, it wasn't so difficult, but it wasn't all that easy to find them within the wood, was it? Not really. Not terribly. No happy day. With the puzzle out of the way, I'm confident no other woman will be able to resist me. I'll be betting my loneliness goodbye before you know it. Mysterious bottle. Let's give it to Luke. I want to see him drink it. Alright, I am running a bit over, but I have a feeling these people all have puzzles for me, so let's go see all these puzzles. I'd like to be left alone for a while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. Okay, or not. Tell me! Does your crotch have something for me? You needn't worry. I assure you I'll find Simon's killer myself. For now, let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. We don't! So let's clean up our menus so we don't have any flashing new things. Wow, no speech for Chelmy. Sharp words for us when we woke up, doubtless because we've been conducting an investigation that runs parallel to his own. I'd like to help find Simon's killers. There are other matters we should attend to first. Namely, checking in on Ramon, see what, if anything, he remembers that night. I had hoped Raymond would remember something last night, but it's something as I feared, he remembers nothing. How could someone go through something as jarring as kidnapping and remember nothing of it? Now I must put my curiosity aside and return to the search for the golden apple. So that's Matthew can help us. Nanny, Flora's mother. I don't need to read all these. These are all things that we've been through. Parents' journal. Wow, that was a lot of story. And let's see if we can finish this up. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this, honestly. I suppose the hint of mystery adds to any room. Okay, so we need more stuff for you, Luke. Because we've now finally weighted towards Layton. But that is that. That is all for today. I will be back Thursday as we continue this. Hopefully we can finish the painting then. That'd be interesting. I'm interested in... the painting is something weird going on with it. And maybe we can further along this mystery because we're finally actually looking for the golden apple, what we set here first to do in the first place. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you folks next time.